Welcome to PatioKitsDirect.com. We appreciate you visiting us and potentially earning your business. Today we're going to go over how to measure my freestanding patio cover kits. Whether it be a solid or an open lattice structure, today we're going to go over the three key elements on how to measure your patio cover. Most freestanding structures, well, obviously it's not attached to the house, it's out freestanding somewhere within your yard. So the things that we like to go over is the gray box represents the total shade portion, okay? That's how we quote you. We don't quote you based on the inside measurements of where the post and beams are sitting, but with overhang included. So the three key elements is projection, times length, and then by height. Height is not represented in this aerial drawing. You will have to tell your rep or in the quote form the overall desired height of the patio cover that you would like. A standard is around 9 foot. So let's go over these details and see if we can get you going on your DIY patio cover kit. So whether it be a solid non-insulated, it runs the projection. If it's a insulated patio cover, it runs the projection. If it's a lattice cover, the rafters run the projection. And if you notice in this representation, there's a little bit of overhang. We'll get to that in a moment, but just kind of wanted to go over those features. So the first number we need is the projection of the patio cover. The second being the length. Generally, the length is where the beams are running from left to right on one side and then the opposite side. Another thing just to take note of is the black line represents the beam. The white dots represent the post. So depending on the size of the patio cover, we will tell you how many posts will come included within your kit. But a very big factor to take into consideration is that freestanding structures, because they're not attached to the house and they're self-supporting, require footings. What does that mean? Some people might ask. That means digging a hole in the ground. We provide a steel post with your patio cover kit. In that, you will set the steel post into wet concrete to be set and dried, and then we aesthetically sleeve it with our Alumawood post material. This helps with uplift and shear, the shear being the left to right. If you follow my mouse along, you will see that there has to be overhang with these patio covers. Solid covers, either on the front side or the back side, will have a gutter system. But on lattice structures, you'll also have, on the rafters, you'll have a decorative end cap, whether it be a corbel, a scallop, a miter, or even a bevel end cap. It's important to have overhang to accommodate for these decorative designs. It shows off very nicely once it overhangs the beam. So as a rule of thumb, the minimum that you want to set those posts back from either the front or back of the patio cover is 1 foot, maybe 18 inches. You do have a variable. And then if you also notice from the left to right on the length that the posts come in 1 foot, maybe 18 inches. Some people prefer 18 inches just to kind of show off the corbel or scallop end cap. Shows off really nicely in those moments. So let's take an example of a 12 by 20. So if you turn in a quote with one of our customer care service agents or on the quote form, if you said, I have a 12-foot projection by 20-foot length, the inside measurements of this patio cover would look more something like a 10 by 18, 17 to 18, opposite of these posts. And that's what this question mark is really representing, is how far opposite of the beams are from each other. So I think this is a good overview of how to measure a freestanding structure. Obviously, the orientation of this cover can be turned around depending if you have a special design, maybe a pool in your area, barbecue situation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach us at 888-851-8351 or visit us at PatioKitsDirect.com. Thank you very much for your time today. We look forward to hearing from you.